Welcome back, students. So in the last lecture we have discussed about the basic introduction about the KNN algorithm of supervised learning. KNN is used for the classification, right? So in the last lecture we have seen one example. Here you have one more example over here. You can see that there are three types of data points. One is blue, the second one is red, and third one is green. So our task is to classify this green dot to any one of these classes. Fine. In the last class we have seen the same type of problem, but here in order to remind all those things that we have covered in the last class, just I am taking this example back. So first, think about this. Our task is to compute the similarity of this individual with the rest of the data points available over here. Then we will have to identify that how many are the neighbor of this particular data point. So let's suppose this is the neighbor, this is also the neighbor, this is also a neighbor, this one, and this one. Fine. So there are 4 red points and 2 are blue points, which are seems to be the neighbors of this green point. Fine. Now in the last class we have seen the majority votings. Here you can see that there are 4 red points. It means the blue are not in majority. There are 2. These are the 4. So this your green point or the new arrival data point will belong to the red class. So it will become a different class group. Now what happens to all these things that is already in this particular red class, but the neighbor of this green are red, so it should be from red, but this is not the actual case that we are dealing with. These seem to be the outlier or the noise or misclassification. We will see later on what are these things. Now the next task is to compute the distance. How we are going to compute the distance? All these data points are there, or this is known as the training records, and this is the test record. Fine. Our task is to compute the distance of each training records with the test record and find out the k. Okay, k, so that we can know that these are the things which is nearest to the test record. How these distance are computed? See over here, I have taken there are different similarity or distance computation functions available. Here you can see that Euclidean distance is one such measure which can be used to compute the distance. Similarly, Manhattan, and there are many other similarity or distance computations methods are available, such as the cosine similarity, Pearson, and your Mahalanobis distance. So all these similarity measures can be used in order to compute the similarity or distance. Fine. Distance between neighbors. How we are going to compute the distance? Calculate the distance between new example E and all examples in the training set. So new example is our test set, and we have to compute the arrival example with the already available examples in the training set. What if we choose the Euclidean distance? Let's suppose x and y are 2 examples or individuals. Fine. We have their feature vector over here. This is the feature vector. For example, feature vector of 2 users x and y. Then what are the things that we should keep in the feature vector of a user? You can take the name of the user, the class of the user, the age of the user, the occupation. So all these things are the feature of a particular user. Fine. We can compute the similarity between these two users based on their features. Fine. Now in the case of Euclidean distance, the Euclidean distance is computed by this formula. Take the difference between each attribute of x and y, है ना? Then take the square root of their sum. This is the distance. So if you take the higher distance, let's suppose 1, then it means they are dissimilar to each other. If the distance is 0, then we can say they are identical. If we get the distance 0, it means they are identical. Few points about the k-nearest neighbor algorithm. All the instances correspond to points in an n-dimensional feature space. So there is no one dimension or two dimension, it belongs to n-dimensional space. Each instance is represented with a set of numerical attributes. Each of the training data consists of a set of vectors and a class label associated with each vector. We should have the class label because we are dealing with the supervised learning. In the supervised learning, the class label is a must. Classification is done by comparing feature vectors of different k nearest points. Select the k nearest example to E in the training set. Assign E to most common class among its k nearest neighbor. So this is all the summary points that we have covered in the last class or till now. You can see here in this example, it will clearly will give you the test of what actually a k nearest neighbor is. So let's suppose the value of k here is 3. It means if we are going to identify the neighbors for this user John, then we have to identify 3 most similar customer to the John. Fine. Compute the distance of this John with George and this Rachel and then Steve, Tom and Anna, so on. This is how we have computed the distance of George from John and then from Rachel and then Steve and so on. Fine. This is nothing but a simply Euclidean distance. After computing the distance, now find out the less distance 3 customer. So here you can see that 15 is the smallest number, 15.16 and 15.74. These 3 are the most similar or the nearest neighbor to John that we identified. Fine. Then check their classes they belongs to. So NA belongs to yes class, your Rascal also belongs to yes class, and the George belongs to no class. So we got 3 neighbors to John. Out of them 2 are from yes class and 1 is from no class. So by going through the majority class concept, we will assign John to yes class. So this is how your k nearest neighbor approach works. This is the best example to understand the concept of k nearest neighbor approach. In the next class we will see that how we are going to choose the value of k. Fine. Okay, thank you.